You see this project, Tilenga project, they've destroyed almost trees, bush, tree, everything.
Welcome to Buliisa District, a region in Uganda's Albertine Graben that is in the heart of one of the country's largest development projects, the Tilenga oil project.
The promise of oil wealth has often dominated the headlines, but behind the technical figures and government statements, there is another story, a story of displacement, environmental degradation, and the fracturing of lives. Today, we listen to the women of Buliisa who are on the front lines, bearing the heaviest burden and raising their voices in a fight for their rights, their families, and their environment.
We start with Mbabazi Judith, a woman who has given nearly 2 decades of her life to serving her community.
Mbabazi Judith by the name, environmental defender and activist. If you are in bad environment, women get most challenges and the children. So that's why I come to stand as a local leader to mobilize ourselves, stand and protect environment. You know, women, first of all, they don't know their right. They don't know that they have a right to own something. They don't know that they have a right even to protect environment. That we see many of women are getting most challenges. That's why out of everything in the world, I just choose to be a leader of protecting environment and mobilize ourselves to stand and demand where we're supposed to demand.
Judith's leadership took on a new urgency when the Tilenga project arrived. What was promised as progress, she says, felt like a multi-front assault on their way of life.
Me, like activist Judith and other fellow women, for sure are getting much challenges. You see this project, Tilenga project, they've destroyed almost trees, bush, tree, everything. We were having our traditional foods. Let me talk of the bush fruit. Let me talk of the ensenene. Let me talk of mushroom. We are having grass there for roofing our house. It's not there this day. Because not every home has a mabati building. No. We have different challenges. Someone can be in menstruation, you feel a lot of pain. You went in the bush, you get a root, you come back, you boil, you drink, you feel better. Someone can marry, take time of getting a pregnancy. You can go in the bush, you get a happy drink, you get a pregnancy. But this day in Ngwedo Sub-county, we don't have it.
But the project's impact has been more than just physical. It has sliced through the very fabric of their society.
For sure, these things have changed every home. Before this project came, oil and gas in Buliisa, we used with our husband. We used to eat our food while we're sitting the paiparas together. In the morning, we wake up, we go to the garden, we dig, we come back with our greens, we eat in peace. We eat our fish, meat, greens, beans while we're enjoying. But after this project has come, for sure there is no discussion in our home, totally. Because my husband can work very early in the morning, put in his oven, go to the work, coming back late. I'm washing the oven. I'm busy suffering at home that my husband is doing work somewhere, but I'm not seeing the result because I'm not seeing even the money. Just coming back with the black kavera, putting a half kilo of sugar, putting a beans in the kavera, which we are seeing, but we are doing a lot. We are not seeing any impact. And this project have changed our husband behavior, our men behavior, totally. Because we used to sit together, we used to do everything together. This day is not there. The man can work very early, go to the work, come back late. Even we have a kid at home which don't know their father.
Perhaps the most insidious impact of the project, as revealed by Judith, is its effect on the status and power of women in their own homes.
Even we women, we are getting job there. Remember those men allowing us to do a job, but with some conditions. Man can allow you to do this, yes, I agree with you, go and do this job, but I'm the one who's going to own your ATM card. So I'm working there, power over, which my husband have following the cultural norms. Is the one who can go in the bank, withdraw for their money. Is the one who is making decision out of my money, you see. So I reach at the extent, I see, this is not over. I can break a marriage, went there and read. So we have many single mother in our community out of this project.
Remember, Judy's story is not unique. Across Buliisa, other women are also feeling the weight of this progress. Here, we have Kawambe Margaret, a woman from Avogara.
I'm called Kawambe Margaret. I'm a farmer and the new elected councillor. I'm an environmental activist from Ngwedo Sub-county, Avogara Parish. I was also affected by this oil project, whereby I was relocated from Avogara to Kamandinde. Under that condition, the challenges I got from there, I lost a friend. Now the schools, the markets are now far from me. Where I was near with those things. And the road where I am now is not busy. From Avogara, it was busy. So those are the challenges I got from the relocation. In Kamandinde, the life is still hard for me because I lost very many friends of mine. Where I can borrow salt, I can leave my kids when I'm going for prayer or market, and the schools are now far from me. So it is hard for me to educate my sons and daughters. It is hard for me even to get water, neighbors. There is no way I can even feel free and share my problems or good things with the others because they are not nearby me. I left them all where I was.
The physical conditions of relocation are also a source of deep frustration.
So, as I'm here, I'm a mother of 4 children. They have constructed for me one room whereby I'm supposed to sleep with my all kids inside. And that one in our culture, it is not allowed. The inverter they gave us, it is very expensive. If it gets spoiled, we can't afford the repair. Even the spare parts are not with us here. So that one is also another thing.
The story of relocation is one of the broken promises, a sentiment echoed by another activist, Birungi Gladys. She lives near the project central processing facility.
They have told us that in that relocation, they will provide for us the goats and the cow for milk, plus the land where we shall be cultivating. But after resettling, nothing was done.
The consequences of this failure are stark, particularly in the most basic of human necessities like water.
We have too much flood. That flood is coming from industrial area, whereby they always do the work of pumping water. And that water is coming on the land which is for the community. And when it is the time for sunshine, if wind start blowing, the challenge, we get a lot of dust coming from industrial area. What we are breathing in, it is not okay. And even we are affected. We smell too much chemical coming from industrial area. What we are breathing in, it is not good. And then to add on that one, too much heat we always get. At night we don't sleep. It is very hot. Even in now it is raining, you are seeing that it is cold. But at night, no sleeping. It is very hot. Those are the problems we are getting, like people surrounding what industrial area.
When it comes to economic inclusion, Gladys says the promises have not been fulfilled as presented during the disclosure of the agreement.
They were telling us you get prepared for oil. Some of us went for trainings for apiculture and agriculture. Whereby that training, they trained us how to grow greens and other things. After that one, then when we started preparing ourselves growing those greens, if you bring for them, they say that is not the standard. It is not the quality we want. For them, they just use people from Hoima to supply them for us, they leave us with our greens and other things, other vegetables. They're not supporting us. So that one means there's no local content. And to add on that one, we have people who are educated in a side of catering. So if you apply for that job for catering, because in the camp there they are supplying people, they are cooking and other things, they just tell you that it is not the level. For them, they get people from other areas, not within Buliisa. They don't want to do that work for catering. They don't want to do that work for what? For cooking. We people who are within, they are not including us.
The women's reports are a damning list of failures, environmental, social, and economic. We put these concerns to Commander, the LT3 of Buliisa Sub-county.
When the process was starting, I was by then working with civil society organization. And I want to report to you, I was one of the people who were arrested by the then NPC few times in Kasini when we were demanding for 7 million per acre. When the government want to compensate the 3.5 million. But when the ministers came, they by then the bet among ministers of lands and they ended up paying 3.5 million at start.
So it was under compensation.
Yes, it was under compensation. Then when the process started, with the up now, there's some people, the community of the Kasini have a case in East African community. So they are still demanding for their rights. And which I would think if the government was to consider the land of Buliisa was since it is oil land, they would have paid the community a considerable amount, not the 3.5 million. And if the justice to be prevailed, we have seen those who are being demonstrating against the ECOP in Bunyoro, in Hoima, and some students were arrested. Up now they're in prison in Kampala. I do watch there. So I think the government should not should be on the side of the community members who are demanding for their rights. Then too, we still have issues on the casual workers at the community level here. The how the casual workers contract are being terminated, how the casual workers are being recruited. I always hear national content, local content. Now, local content means if the oil is in Buliisa, the community of Buliisa should be considered first vis-a-vis the community of Uganda. Like the oil is in Uganda generally, the community, Ugandan should be considered at the expense of the foreigners. That's what I understand the local content. But here in Buliisa, you get people who are working in oil are coming far. I agree with the issue of the experts, the same skilled and unskilled, but these unskilled people should be totally our community. As local leaders, we have ever demanded the lists. This company produced to us the lists of the workers who are inside the camps. Up now they don't. And they will never to give us the list. And like I said, we want to know why. This very year, we got information that some of motor engine workers received half pay. And we are demanding these people, why did the people, the local workers received the half pay? Up now, the answer is not yet. And this should be through the district to demand these companies why and how, when are these people's money going to be repaid. It is an issue that needs all the stakeholders to come in. But we are also, as a government, we are implementing. We always have the quarter meeting to these people and we talk to them. However, what always disappoints us that what we talk are not put into consideration. They just come and give us the reports. They don't take what we have told them. they come with all the programs are being set, how they are going to implement. I would request them that they should use us, the local leaders, in decision making in these processes.
You are not included.
We are not included. When we give our views, are not taken as serious. We have never come back. They have never come back that hey, this one we got it from here, and this one we got it from here. So we need them to be open to us and tell us what is in the camp, what the process, what is going on. I remember we demanded to go for monitoring. We are just being put outside. They just show you. Do you see what's there? There's something up there. There's something up there. But we are not taken inside to see, to witness that this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D.
Did they allow you to take photo?
When you're outside here, there's nothing they can hide because we are not taking. For example, where there's a rig, we are not taken inside. In the CPF, we are not taken. So we don't know what has happened in the camp there.
On the critical issue of food markets, Commander has a proposal, but it requires a cooperation that is currently missing.
Well, there has been a cry of local markets for our products we plant here, and I don't know. They to some extent in the process of livelihood restoration, Total through Living Us, they prepared CD, they prepared the communities to grow local foods like tomatoes, watermelons, greens, and all other crops. They prepare these people not only to focus on the markets within the camps. They prepare the people to even focus on other markets. I do agree that Total and all oil companies cannot buy everything. I do agree. But however, a farmer should also look for markets outside the oil companies. Still, I would call on the oil company. In case it is possible, they should look for a market, not only them to buy, but they should link the local farmers with other market avenues, some outside the district, so that the farmers can sell their crops. Because it's not only the Total which consumes these local foods, it is even our communities to buy. And what I would propose is that the communities, we should specialize that if Commander is planting tomatoes, let Julius plant the watermelon, so that Commander should consume the watermelon from Julius, then Julius buy from me the watermelons, the tomatoes. But here you get someone is planting watermelon, planting tomatoes, planting this. Now it is like you have overproduced, and this people, the crops they are produced are of low qualities. You should now the standard is you are of the lower qualities, and yet there are other people who are producing at the good, who are producing good qualities. So we need to actually put, as also government, as also Total, we need to put these people at the standard, the commercial farmers. We identify them, they make circles, they form groups, so that they can supply, they can produce the qualities that are needed by the companies.
Despite the silence from local leadership and Tilenga, the women activists are not backing down, but their defiance comes at a personal cost.
So we come up as a group, Ngwedo United Association. We stand up, we call upon those people, we told them our problem, we represent many petitions, but there's no response. Tree, you cannot clear away like mushrooms. Someone is a poor woman who cannot afford even 100, can go in the bush where the ant-hill is, can get ant-hill, can get a mushroom, but you have to clear all these things, you see. For sure, me as a local leader, Judith, I'm not happy with the project. And they are doing restoration with this grafted tree. I don't know. But we shall not keep quiet. They will not silent until they recover our bush tree back, because it's our indigenous tree. You know, if you come at someone home, you first consult, you know, oh, kumbe this family stay like that, move like that, do like that. But if you come just to address with no contrast totally at the end, you get a challenges.
Judith's story is not one of victimhood, but of profound resilience. Her activism was not born from a vacuum, but from a training that she gained from environmental defenders. This has given her the tools to fight back.
Women are standing for petition. Women are taking that paper concept where it's supposed to be taken. Because of the effort and support we have got from environmental defender training. Out of that one, we still call upon even you, environmental defender, to support us with financial, even other NGOs, even other donors to come in. Because still, we need more support. We want to train many women on couple discussion.
In Buliisa, the oil rigs keep drilling and the pipes keep getting laid. But the narrative of progress is incomplete without the voices of the women who are its hidden collateral.
Resettlement and relocation and land right. Women have got a lot of challenges. First, Judith Ngwedo. I have a friends of women's, which I do with them saving. We went in the water, we faced. We stay in the barrio at once. We do everything. We went at the church, moving with our friends, discussing story. You know, women like to discuss story. But they took me from Ngwedo, they took me to Avogara. Or they took me to Kiliango, where I have no friend there, totally. It can take almost 3 months or a year to get a friend. It took me where I have a school, primary school near with my kids to go and come back to take a lunch at home, where the hospital are near, where the good road is, but you want to take me in the bush there